Every 700 to 1400 years, God descends to be born as man amongst humanity. Avatar Meher Baba proclaimed, "I am that ancient one, whose past is worshipped and remembered, whose presence is ignored and forgotten, and whose future is anticipated with great fervor and longing." In the 1870s and 80s, in the area that is now Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India, a young spiritual seeker named Shahryar Mundagar wandered in search of God. After years of effort, inspired by the example of the great Persian perfect master poet, Shams-ud-Din Hafiz, he decided to attempt the severe austerity of sitting in a circle for 40 days and nights, without eating, drinking, or sleeping. After 30 days, he was completely exhausted and had to leave the circle, stumbling to a nearby river where he lost consciousness. He was awakened by a voice which said to him, "That which you long for, you will receive only through your son." This was puzzling to a man who had no ambition for family life. But soon after, he found himself engaged to be married to the daughter of his sister's friend. In 1892, Shahryar married Shireen according to the ancient Zoroastrian religious customs that their families followed. The second of 7 children, their son Merwan was born in Pune, India on February 25, 1894, in Sassoon Jewish Hospital. He had a normal, but not an average, childhood. He did well in school without having to study much, which suited him since he preferred games and sports. Merwan attended a Christian high school where he was co-captain of the cricket team. A natural leader, he formed a social club for boys of all religions and castes, which stressed high moral behavior. The beginning of a great change in Merwan's life happened during his first year of college. As he was bicycling home one day, an ancient Muslim woman beckoned him to come near her simple seat beneath a neem tree. Her name was Hazrat Babajan, and she was said to be over 120 years old. She embraced Merwan and awakened in him a deep recognition of spiritual truth. For 7 months, he spent most of his time with Babajan. Then, one day in January 1914, she held his face in her hands and said, "Merwan, you are my beloved son, who will shake the world and do immense good for all humanity." She kissed him between the eyes, and he immediately lost consciousness of the world. Somehow, he found his way back to his attic bedroom, where he lay in a trance-like state for 9 months, without eating or sleeping. Shahryar recognized the great spiritual significance of his son's condition, but Shireen had high worldly goals for her favorite son and was extremely concerned. None of the medicines of the best doctors in Pune had any effect on his condition. Few people understood that Hazrat Babajan was one of the 5 perfect masters who are on earth at all times. Her kiss tore away the veil and revealed to Merwan his true state of God consciousness. The 5 perfect masters had a spiritual hierarchy of saints and other advanced souls, controlling the spiritual destiny of their time. About this state of consciousness, Meher Baba explained, "The happiness of God realization is the goal of all creation. The real happiness which comes through realizing God is worth all physical and mental sufferings in the universe. The happiness of God realization is self-sustained, eternally fresh and unfailing, boundless and indescribable, and it is for this happiness that the whole universe has sprung into existence." Gradually, Merwan came out of his dazed state and began to spend time with Babajan again. One day she told him, "Now you must go to Sai, my son, and take the key from him." So Merwan traveled to Shirdi with a boyhood companion to meet one of the other perfect masters.